wish I had the world to give you, baby. I don't even have the time to tell you bedtime stories or to chase away the monsters from your mind. You know I can only give what I have. I'm sorry I was late today. I didn't get to see you dance the waltz. Spinning around the living room all dressed up in your mother's clothes. Oh, you know I love her even when we fight. When I get home to you, I just wanna hold you and love hearing you calling my name. Here I am. Wish I had the world to give you, baby. I don't even have the time to tell you bedtime stories or to chase away the monsters from your mind. Oh, you know I can only give what I have. When I get home to you, I just wanna hold you and love hearing you calling my name. Here I am.
How's it, everybody? And welcome to the Daily Pidgin. My name is Andy Bumatai, and I will be your host. And on this show, we play custom-made music videos, most of which feature places in Hawaii, and we editorialize Hawaii news items. So on that front, let's take a look at what we've got for you on this show. Okay? First of all, we're going to say goodbye to a dear friend, Emmy Tomenbong, who passed away last Tuesday. And then we're going to take a look at some red light cams who are so effective, they're thinking about adding speeder cams. I know. And then the high prices in Hawaii and housing are still two of the main concerns people have that live here. And then Mahina Olelo Hawaii. That is the month that we celebrate the Hawaiian language. And Kamakapili is going to teach us some words. I know. And then school bus drivers. We have a shortage. Everyone knows about that. What's the state doing about it? We'll take a look, okay? And lastly, parking barnacles. What the heck are those? Well, park badly in Hawaii, and you are likely to find out, okay? But first, let's say how's it to the Hamajang Gang. Now, the Hamajang Gang is anyone who participates in the chat. And if you participate, guess what? You in la that, okay? So let's say how's it to medium 7-Up. Ooh, ouch, fancy graphics, Andy. I know, getting fancy. Watch out. Broadcast quality. How's it, Darlene S? Coming in strong, saying how's it to Namaste Zen. Chigamba, aloha no. How's it, Devin? Okay, and who's this here? This is somebody new, I think, right here. Official Vince Basie. Basie. People get fancy with their names, and I'm sorry, I don't know, but mahalo from the continent. Thanks for being here. And there's Michael Anthony Smith, just giving us a simple how's it? And Shakalaka, Nani was telling me something about a tattered baseball hat. Don't know what that means. Shakalaka is helping us out moderate on the YouTube side. Mic level a little too low. Okay, let's see what we can do about that. Hold on. Bring this up a little. Is that a little better? Okay. Yeah, I obviously I change things around a lot, so let me Nani, let me know if that's a little better, okay? Hey, Edward Divine, mahalo for being here with my low voice. And I got a good from Nani, so I think we're all right. Jeffrey Owens, mahalo, aloha Andy, and Mama Sean. Lady Misty, I know, what is this here? I know, that's what I'm very happy. It's Friday tomorrow. Oh, yeah, well, that's tomorrow. Papi Cheney, mahalo nui loa for being here always, as always. James Araki, K is, that's Hamajang speak for guess what? I'm going to be lurking. So there we go. Okay. Oh, and Melissa, who is AKA Shakalaka, is now on Facebook. She's all over the place. We have a bunch of moderators, and I'll bring them up as I see them. Nani Aloha is one. C. Honda, Devin, Shakalaka. We have Rick S. helping us out. If I missed anybody, sorry. I know. What? Who? Oh, yeah. Thank you, Pokoliti. Way better. Sounds good. Thanks, Rick. I know. Well, I goof with a lot of things, as you can probably tell, you know. Can't leave well enough alone. CZ, greetings from Utah. Yeah, I've been there. St. George. Rode a motorcycle from California to Utah and back. Yes, I stopped off in Las Vegas. Okay, so there we go, gang. And you know what? Let's do this first news item and get it out of the way, because Emmy Tominbang was a good friend of mine, just such a wonderful and genuine person. So what we're going to do is play a news item where they recognize what a great person she was. Here we go. Gonna miss you, girl.
She delighted television viewers with her insights and island events
What
and
happened?
entertainers. Today, Hawaii mourning the passing of Emmy Tominbang at the age of 73. Pamela Young takes a look back at the life of a television pioneer.
It was in 1969 on a new children's show called Billy Boy Moonster that television viewers first were introduced to a character called Cousin Emmy. The petite Farrington grad gained an immediate following with her genuine warmth and local appeal.
She led the way. She provided other minority ladies to see, I can do this, and guys too. I can have a chance at being on the news and being a part of broadcast.
A radio show on KNDI and celebrity interviews on KITV led to a morning news anchor slot on KHON. For 30 years, Emmy's Island Moments introduced viewers to behind-the-scenes peeks at the people and programs under Hawaii's spotlight.
Emmy was just one of those people that was real,
So
honest,
true.
off the cuff. It's no bling. no frills.
But it was her personal life that later demanded her time and dedication. Cancer would require Emmy to take on a new role, that of caretaker. The disease would take the life of her mother-in-law in 1975, her stepson 2 years ago, and her beloved husband, Judge James Burns, in 2017. Emmy herself became a patient when she suffered a brain aneurysm in 2012, crediting her dog Rufus and other service dogs for saving her life and giving her hope for continuing her philanthropic endeavors in the community.
She was the trailblazer that I think a lot of us young Filipinos looked up to, especially those of us who considered entering journalism as a career.
According to family, Emmy complained of discomfort Sunday night and passed away Monday while undergoing emergency open heart surgery.
Happy birthday to you.
An innate humility would prevent Emmy from claiming the role of broadcast pioneer, but that's exactly what she was. In an age when women and people of color were rare on screen, she proved that humble origins and living local were blessings to a young girl with big dreams.
Emmy did it right. You can do it right.
Pamela Young, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
And she had great teeth. You know, I mentioned this before, and I don't mean to make light of her passing because we certainly are going to miss her. But when Augie Tolba came on the scene as a comedian, there was a rumor going around that he was the love child of me and Emmy. I know. And she called me up. She goes, "Are you hearing this rumor?" And I went, "You know what? I don't mind it." She would, "Stop it." I know, she was so funny. And again, I mentioned this last Tuesday, but she was just, so willing to put in the work. I was doing a movie on the, in California. She flew up there to interview me. I know, it was like, what? Okay. Okay, like I mentioned earlier, we also play custom-made music videos featuring places in Hawaii, okay? And before we play them, we normally do what we call a drop. And that's, well, it looks like this.
Aloha, I'm Linda Cessna, aka Nalulolo. When I'm at home in Tustin, California, or visiting Ohana and Eva Beach, I watch Daily Pidgin Live with Andy Bumatai.
Hi, I'm Lisa Silva, aka Wild Willie 1980. And when I'm in Waipahu, I watch the Daily Pidgin Live with Andy Bumatai. Aloha.
Aloha.
Who else includes Kuhil Park Terrace? Yes, I just turned the alerts on. Thank you, Nani. I did have them off because, yeah, I was geeking out big time. As you can probably tell, I don't know if you noticed the new look. Also on the comments, I used to, last Tuesday I was having trouble reading them because I had them on what they call a shrink. So when somebody wrote a lot of stuff, rather than expanding the comment, it just made the font smaller so it all fit in this container, right? So I fixed that, okay? That's right. What else we got? Okay, let's look at the chat for a little bit here while I ease up. Felicia, did I say hi to my front row hottie? Aloha, no. We call her front row hottie because when she comes to the shows and she flies in from another state, she always sits in the front row. So we always call her front row hottie. How's that? And here's Nani Aloha. Yeah, and she is a moderationizer and also an associate producer, and she's saying hi to her neighbor, Poppy Cheney. And when we were in Sacramento, we all hung out at Poppy's house. Yes, Michael, she was in fact beautiful. And, and she went out with Loggins, not Loggins, but Messina, of Loggins and Messina. She was with him for a little while. Yeah, I know. And then she, of course, married Burns after that. And, yeah. Oh, Emmy, I know, 73. I'm 70. You know how weird that is to hear? But she had a heart issue. Oh, no. What? This? This? Is that what you're talking about? Pocoleti. Yeah. That was the original disc. We go back a long ways. How's it? Hey, Patrick, speaking of going back a long ways, let's see. Which one, Nani? I'm going back. I'm sorry, I don't see it. Let me search. Nani says, see Rick's comment. Okay, which one is that? Welcome to the Hamajang Moderationist at Shock. I think, is that the one? Or just a thought, Pocoli T just posted, time to do updated drops to the Hamajang gang. How about making that part of the 4-year celebration effort? Hey, that's a good idea, Rick. Yeah, we do those drops, and yeah, I guess... yeah, we could use some new ones, I guess. How's it, Mad Statter? Don't know if I said how's it to you. Boop. But look, I'm doing you, Mad Statter. No headphones. I know, but I have in-ear monitors. I'm cheating. Yes. Okay. Here's Nani saying, yes, that was what I was talking about. See, this is what the alerts that Nani sends me look like. Yes, that's it. In fact, Nani, make it flash. This is what she does when I miss it. Okay. Let's see if she can. No, not that kind of flash. Okay, Nani. You may have misunderstood. Oh, there we go. I know, and she's in California doing that. I'm here. Don't you love the technology? How's it, Stephen Danielson? I know I put your comments up here, but I just wanted to say how's it to my high school friend, Steve Danielson, right there. We went hang out. And here's somebody new here. Too Much Sauce 808. Mahalo for being here. Hey, Too Much Sauce, what neighborhood did you grow up in or do you miss? I may have a custom-made music video that goes through your old neighborhood. Blazing Jake Yoga. Aloha no. How's it? Gengi. Aloha no. Okay, now I'm sorry if I miss any of your chats, like Jeffrey Owen saying, just how's it? Oops, wrong one. There we go. Jeffrey is the right one. Okay. Now we're going to do another Hawaii news item. We're going to editorialize a story about red light cams. Now, they've been, I think, up for a couple years now. It's still a test, but guess what? It's really working, okay? Check this out.
Fewer people are running red lights at intersections where red light safety cameras are located. The pilot project still has another 8 months left, but officials are already looking to expand it. And DOT tells me the cameras could soon be used to cite people for speeding. A little over a year into the 2-year red light safety cam pilot program, the head of the transportation project is singing its praises.
From our perspective at this time, it's working.
According to Sniffen, since November of 2022, they've issued roughly 20,000 citations. But he says they are seeing a downward trend. Data shows a drop in red light running in 3 out of the 5 most problematic intersections from May to December of last year.
The whole goal was for us to change behaviors in these areas, and I think that these cameras are doing that.
Does this look like it is going to be continued after the 2 years?
Definitely at this point, that's what we would recommend.
Sniffen says they are already trying to prioritize where to add cameras on Oahu and the neighbor islands.
We'll work with the counties to ensure that they agree with those priorities. Then we'll move forward on the budget execution for next session to see how we fund them.
The Senate Transportation Committee chair says the results so far have been positive.
There really hasn't been any public backlash as far as we can see, and we really want to try and take baby steps to get people used to this and make sure the technology's working, that the process is fair, and that ultimately it does save lives.
One part of the program Sniffen says needs to be addressed involves citation dismissals. 2 acceptable reasons to get out of paying it are if the car was sold and the transfer is pending, or if the car was stolen. According to the 1-year report submitted to the legislature, 13 of the 203 citations were dismissed because the person was not the driver. Sniffen says that is not supposed to happen.
There's discussions going on with judiciary to understand, so everybody understands kind of where we are and what we're trying to get done.
Lee says there is a learning curve.
That's what this whole pilot period is for, to figure out how these things happen and how we can do it right.
He says the legislature will make the final decision next year on how to expand the program appropriately. Another potential pilot project gaining traction in the legislature could piggyback on the red light safety cam pilot to catch people speeding.
We're looking at 10 locations based on the bill, the way it's written. It's 10 locations within 1 mile of school zones.
He says the red light safety cameras are already able to track speed and could also be used to ticket speeders. Lee says they're not there yet.
We really want to make sure that we don't have a repeat of van cam scenario from a few decades ago where you had a company that was really taking advantage of the public, and that's just not what we want to allow here.
Sniffen says if the speed camera pilot is approved, it would be run exactly like the red light safety cam program, with the HPD reviewing the videos and issuing the citations.
Wow. You know, when I was in California, I rented a car, and then I lent the car to a friend of mine, and he went through a red light. And about a month later, in the mail, I got a ticket with a picture of the camera. But the good thing was the picture of my friend driving was right there. So I took a picture of my driver's license, sent it both off, and said it wasn't me, right? And guess what? I never heard about it again. Ta-da! I know. But, you know, they have these red light cams. And again, those cams are all ready to do speed tests. So whoever installed those or sold them to the city was thinking, hey, guess what? Let's add a little bit of extra technology and get another hit down the road and not have to install new cameras. How's that? Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah. Verity Hunt is saying good night to Michael. He always, he works early and has to kind of early, Lord, so we're going to miss you. Okay, brother, take care. How's that work for rented cars? Like I just said, Kevin, I rented a car, and they take the picture and they go back through the paperwork, and they found me. And I rented it in California. The ticket came here to Hawaii. How's that? I know, you know. Andy, that's because it went, what? Warrant for failure to appear. It went to warrant for failure to appear. You know, that could be, I don't know what it was, but I just seem to remember the ticket saying you went through a red light. I don't remember a not appearing thing. Could be, though, you know. Thanks. I know. Love 4-day work week. Yeah, you remember that joke, yeah? Yeah, Patrick goes way back with me, and I used to do this joke about people say Hawaiians are lazy. No, because, hey, remember when they tried to make one 4-day work week? Not one Hawaiian would complain about adding that extra day. Bobby Tsunami, mahalo for being here. You lucky, you famous, bro. Was your ARA driver an authorized driver on the rental contract? No, but that's what he wasn't an authorized driver. Let me buy your car. You know, the kind, yeah, no. I didn't know he was going to go through red lights. He probably thought I can go through red lights because guess what? It's not my car. Yet another reason, no drive. Oh, yeah, well, you're Miss Uber. Namaste Zen. Make sure the shutter isn't faster than the reaction time. I don't know. Too much sauce comment. What did too much sauce say? I'm going back. I have to, oh, true. Bruh, I let my mom drive my car and get one $400 fine with a picture of her blasting through the red light. Never again. Oh, that was a good one, Nani. Thanks for pointing that out. Well, you know what? I don't know how that works. It was your mom. I guess you're not going to throw her under the bus. Oh. Okay, so now, let's see, I forgot where we are. Oh, okay, that was red light cams, yeah. Let's do another music video, okay? This one takes us to the upper road on the island of Hawaii. But first...
Hi there, how's it? Poppy Cheney here. When I'm done with flying and I have both feet on the ground, I watch the Daily Pigeon live. Aloha!
Do you remember those long summers? We played water fights, stayed up at night and dreamed of ways through the world. I still remember the first time I kissed you, the look on your face as I grazed your lips with my lips. Our worlds collided. Those were the days when everything was possible. Our dreams were alive, we had a fire inside. Those were the days. Those were the days. I'll always remember that cold night you told me we're not two, but we're gonna be three. In 8 months we'll be a family. Those were the days when everything was possible. Our dreams were alive, we had a fire inside. Those were the days. we've been together for as long as I can remember. We have history, made memories. I choose you and me, baby. These are the days, and everything's still possible. Our dreams are alive, we've got that fire inside. These are the days. These are the days, and everything's still possible. Our dreams are alive, we've got that fire inside. These are the days. These are the days.
Ooh, you saw me go through that stop sign. I know. Lucky never have Cam right there. By the way, Jerry Minoza, you were asking, how does Pat Morita know who you are, Andy? Well, you know, people don't know. Pat and I were pretty good friends, and we got to be friends because what happened was he went through this period after Happy Days and before the Karate Kid business, where he was kind of on the down and outs, you know? So he came to Hawaii here, and Ken Thompson, who was managing me at the time, met him and said, hey, listen, let's do some gigs. So he and I did a lot of gigs together, and they were like, you know, nothing spectacular, lunch gigs and, you know, company parties and these kind of things, and some shows that, you know, Ken put together just to, get brought a little oil for the machinery, you know what I'm saying? And he really appreciated that. And then when he got Karate Kid, and then boom, he was back on top again, he remembered what Ken Thompson and myself had done for him, mostly Ken Thompson, right? And that's why when he did that Showtime special, he called me up and said, hey, time for repayment. So that's how I got that gig. But what a wonderful man, you know, seriously. Another guy really miss. And a caffeine addict says, hey, I met Pat Morita in the 90s. Still have his autograph addressed to my daughter. That's cool. And we want to say hi to David Labol, if I'm saying that correctly, who's watching from Thailand on Facebook. I got that message from Nani. She wanted me to acknowledge David. So mahalo for being here, David. Thanks. I know. That's all right there. Boom. Okay, let's see what else we got. OG Lifestyle. Yeah, back in the day. You remember that, Patrick? I call Pakelika Patrick because I met him when he was, 8 years old, and he was Patrick back then. So that's how. Whew, I know, Jerry, good guy, hung out. Funny, and you would think that after a Happy Days, all bets are off. He'd have it made. No. He got typecast really bad on the, and that's what happened. In fact, here's another story, and then we'll play another news item here. But the Karate Kid thing, and Pat Morita told me this personally. He said they didn't want to hire him because he was Arnold on Happy Days, right? So what he did was he did the character, put it on, get it, VHS tapes, and hid it in the pile of people they were looking at, right? And then they saw it and went, this is the guy. And then that guy goes, that's Pat Morita. And then he goes, oh, maybe he would work. Well, I want to believe that story. Believe me. Great. I think he passed away in Vegas. Yeah, after he hit 4 sevens on the $1 Million Machine. That was it. Boom. He went down. Terrible. He wouldn't mind me telling that joke about him. Okay, now we're going to take a look at some concerns local people have here in Hawaii about not only the cost of living, but housing. Wait till you hear some of these statistics.
A new poll finds Hawaii residents especially concerned about the lack of affordable housing and the high cost of living. The price to live in paradise has long been a challenge, but as our Mark Carpenter explains, more residents appear less willing to pay up.
In its latest Hawaii Perspective survey of nearly 900 residents, the Pacific Resource Partnership found 44% of respondents have seriously considered moving out of state. Sentiments fueled by a high cost of living and limited job opportunities. Patricia Pele grew up on Molokai and wanted to pursue a career here after graduating from Chaminade, but ultimately chose to move. She and her partner Nathan previously rented a one-bedroom apartment in Aiea for $1,700 a month. They now pay less than half that for a home in Dayton, Ohio.
We have a 4-bedroom house, and our mortgage is a little bit less than $700 a month.
Wow.
2 full bath, a car garage, a covered garage with extra driveway space.
Pele acknowledges she misses home and struggled to adjust, but financial flexibility outweighed being homesick.
It's unfortunate that it takes, multi-generational income under one roof, multiple jobs. I think all my friends had at least 2 jobs, if not 3. And that was with another spouse or significant other. You get happy in paradise, but you also do pay that price.
For lifelong Windward Oahu native and musician Kahi Kaonohi, leaving the islands isn't an option.
Hawaii to me is my home, and it's a special place. I just feel that I have to do, and my wife, we just have to do what we have to do to live here.
Kaonohi and his wife have 6 kids and 10 grandchildren. He says all but one of his children still live on Oahu, and while he's retired, they're in the daily grind.
Everyday items that used to be $1.50 is now $4.75. How did that happen? It's still the same product. How did it go for $4 more?
BRP's poll explored the top reason residents choose to stay. Hawaii is home, a refusal to leave family and friends, and the aloha spirit. Over half of those surveyed say their families have been directly impacted by out-migration. Kaonohi fears that number will only increase. Policymakers don't incentivize residents to stay home.
When all the local people leave here, it's not going to be Hawaii. It's just not going to be the same. We have a special way of living here.
A link to the full survey is up on our website. Mark Carpenter, Hawaii News Now.
Oof, 6 kids. It's funny because I come from a family with 6 kids. My wife comes from a family with 6 kids, and our generation, it wasn't that unusual to have people have large families like that, 6 kids, and but now 6. OMG, man, you must be a one hustling baga. I know. Whoo. Most haunted, Saddle Road. Really? Hawaii with no Hawaiians. Well, if they don't do something soon, guess what? I know. Oh, did I post that one? No. This one. Verity Hunt. Ooh, right. Hawaii with no Hawaiians. Imagine that. Whoo. Got plenty locals in the Pacific Northwest. Yeah, I know. A lot of them were at the show that when we performed up there with Mad Statter as our MC. I know. How's that? Okay, let's play another uplifting music video featuring places in Hawaii. Let's see what it is. Oh, here, this is me going through the North Shore on a one-wheel. I know. Do not try this at home. But let's drop a drop.
Hey! What's up, gang? Look who I found.
It's Miles.
And Vance Mo here in Haleiwa. Checking out, well, we were gonna check out the cool ukulele store back there, but guess what? It's closed.
Closed.
It's closed. Monday and Tuesdays. Who closes on Monday and Tuesdays? Anyway, we're gonna hang out. Maybe get some fun stuff coming up for you guys.
You're watching the Daily Pidgin Live.
Yoo-hoo.
Got the feeling in your bones, make you feel right at home. Honey, does it well, keep me dancing till I'm dead. 'Cause I could run a mile like this, head over heels feels like this. The sound has got me on my track, I ain't never looking back. Ain't looking voice will echo, need no phone. Ruled by the laws above. Nature shows me, makes me taught. I could climb this mountain now, rise above the clouds and see. Well, oh, the fears have kept me strong. Never did I mean no wrong. 'Cause I ain't looking back. Ain't looking back. Ain't looking. Ooh, ain't looking back. Ain't looking. Yeah, ain't looking back. Ain't looking. Ooh, ain't looking. Ain't looking back. Ooh, ain't looking back. Ooh, ain't looking back. Ain't looking back. Ain't looking back. Ain't looking back. Ain't looking
Ooh, hit the button a little early. How's it? Okay, let me answer a couple questions that came in here. The first one, GB wants to know, what is the top speed on that one wheel? Now, that's an older model. I don't think they even make it anymore. And the top speed is 16 miles an hour. I promise you, I've never been over 12. You know, all the young people, so Andy, send it. You know, that's slang for really go for it. Send it. I said, hey, you know what, man? I'm 70. I snail mail it, okay? It's not even email, just snail mail it. I use it just purely for transportation. I keep it in the truck, and you know, if I have a gig that's far away and there's no parking, I just jump on that thing, boom. Yeah, I know. That's how I use the one wheel, or just, you know, that kind of stuff that you saw. You see me, I was, by the way, I had just got it at that time, and you see I was a little wonky. And Rick says, what? No traffic on the North Shore? I can't believe it. Well, if you want to do that, just do it at, at 6 o'clock in the morning like I did it so I could get back in time to edit. That was my groove back then. Yeah, when we were doing a lot of those. Hey, Anthony, how you, brother? Let's see. Kahale Hoy, how you? Kahale Hoy. From Texas, right there. Should have known by the name. Who? Big long name, like in Texas. Who? No, Devin. I'm what? I'm eating a Reuben. That's a weird sentence to just come up on, unbeknownst. Caffeine Addict says, ever take a turtle on the ever? Oh, did I take a tumble? Oh, are you kidding? I don't know if you notice I'm wearing wrist guards and a helmet and all that kind of stuff. I've probably eaten it maybe 3 times, kind of, whoa, laid there for a second and said, yikes, right? But again, I'm going slow. And that's probably why I tumbled. On that particular mechanism, if you go too slow, it doesn't fire over bumps. It stops. So the trick is to keep the speed up a little bit. I know. Okay. So let's see. On this next one here, speaking of Olelo o Hawaii, Kamakapili, right, teaches us some words on this. And he brings up a street that I think Nani Aloha will appreciate. February is Mahina Olelo Hawaii, where they celebrate, Olelo o Hawaii, the language of Hawaii, on February. I think I slaughtered that introduction enough. Let's just play it. Here we go.
February became known as Mahina Olelo Hawaii back in 2013. And on tonight's Aloha Authentic, Kamakapili teaches us how to say some simple phrases in Hawaiian.
In the Ahupua'a of Niumalu, which lies in the moku of Puna, here on the island of Kauai, stands a roadway that helps us to learn some adjectives. Maka'olelo Hawaii. We're speaking of Nani Street.
Nani Street!
With February being Mahina Olelo Hawaii, or Hawaiian Language Month, let's learn how to say some of what we see every day. One thing to note is that when speaking Hawaiian, the descriptive words are stated after the noun, which is backwards from English. For example, as we walk down the street, we may come across a beautiful flower. Pua is flower, and nani means beautiful or pretty. So pua nani means beautiful flower. When flowers are strung together, it creates a fragrant garland. Lei is a garland or a necklace, and a'ala means fragrant or sweet smelling. So lei a'ala means fragrant lei. When the weather is nice and the clouds are light, the sky shines blue. Lani can mean sky, and polu refers to the color blue. So lani polu means blue sky. As you drive onto the freeway, cars are driving much faster than on the streets. Ka'a means car, and wiki wiki means fast or speedy. So ka'a wiki wiki can mean fast car. And it always warms the heart when we see children enjoying themselves. Keiki means child, and hau'oli translates as happy. So keiki hau'oli means happy child. Did you know? Now you do.
Aw, thanks for that lesson. Well,
there you go. I especially liked Ka'a Wiki Wiki. You think Tracy Chapman, had she grown up in Hawaii, that song would be very different? If you got a Ka'a Wiki Wiki, is it fast enough for get us out of here? You gotta make one decision. Hele now o maki die dead here. Doom, 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 doom. Okay, I'll stop. Oh, did you know? Yes, now you do. That's right. Did you know? Now you do. Yeah. My daughter went to Kamehameha, and man, the whole Olelo o Hawaii thing, and go up there and try to say Cam School. You better have a bulletproof vest on. OMG. Whew. I knew you were gonna go there. Shocked. Did you really? Oh, that's funny. Pidgin fast car. Kavika, Kawila. I know. Oh, Andy on the air ukulele. Yeah, and Fast Car is getting. Did you see the Grammys? And Tracy Chapman was playing with that Combs guy, and what a great pairing! Yeah, he had a big success with that song. What's his first name? Combs? Somebody? Anybody? Bueller? And okay, woo woo. Yeah, I know. Me, yeah. Okay, let's see how we doing here. That was the. This one. This next video here takes us through Mililani Mauka. I know. I live in Mililani, and someone was saying, "Hey, can you do something about Mauka?" I heard because I live. There's two sides to Mililani, right? There's Mauka and what we call Town. Town was the first area, and then they built the Mauka area with all the kind of nice houses. I know. These are all. This was. I live in one of the original ones from back in the Jurassic when they built this. But they get some mean ones up there. I know. So let's take a look at that, and that would be video 4. And Darlene, are you ready for this drop?
You never know what you're going to see in the woods. But watch Daily Pigeon Live. You'll see something good.
Hand on my head, chest on my chest. Be my lover, yeah, be my best friend. I will wait on your border until you will let me in. Hand on my head, chest on my chest. To the sound of voices and of drums, I will show you how the West was won. We left New York City with our windows down. We couldn't see the trees and it was too damn loud. I will stand on your border and I'll search through the clouds. Yeah, we left New York City with our windows down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sold my new car and bought a diamond ring. Bought a cheap car and got down on one knee. Picked up a guitar, I started rhyming. Gonna hit those charts when I get my time in. We left New York City with our windows down. We couldn't see the trees and it was too damn loud. I will stand on your border and I'll wait for the sound. Yeah, we left concerts and I play them for people. And we found a church and then we found a steeple. And these songs I've been writing are paying the bill. We started a family, you love me still. We left New York City with our windows down. We couldn't see the trees and it was too damn loud. I will stand on your border and I'll search through the clouds. Yeah, we left New York City with our windows down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay, there you go. Hey, Keone Nunes, sneaking in. How's it, brother? All the way from Thailand. Mahalo for being here. Okay, evidently someone was asking about the No Vacancies Comedy Club that features Frank De Lima, Augie Tolba, and myself, and sometimes Lanai. Lanai and Augie performed 2 shows last weekend, okay? Oh, Deborah, taking off? Okay, aloha. Mahalo for showing face, Deborah. Thanks. Okay, so how you get tickets if you're within striking distance of Pearl Ridge Shopping Center, okay? Yeah, they do have lots of townhouses there. Okay, what you do is you go to andybumatai.com. It looks like this. Let me bring it up here. Boom. Okay, this is my website right here. And right there on the top, you see where it says no vacancies? Okay, this is an ad for it. This mentions February, but we got extended into March. So if you click on this no vacancies right here, right, it'll take you to this page, right, and then here is where you make reservations. Each one of those little items is a show, and you click there, let us know how many you want to be there, and yada yada. Okay, and I'll tell you what. Let me post. I'll post a link on the YouTube site here. Okay, here I think that should be in YouTube, and then here I'll do one in Twitch. Okay, and wait a minute, and then here's one. This is Facebook. Here, I'll post it in Facebook, on Facebook also. Okay, so those links are hot, right? So like here, bink, right there. That's the links to get to the show, okay? And hey, look, there's the Facebook one showing up. Mahalo noi loa, thanks. Woo. Welcome, Terrence 3. What is that? Is that Terrence? Is that how you spell that right there? Let me see. Big T. Oh, Big T's. No, Big T's has been here before many times. Mahalo nui loa. Thank you. I was thinking maybe this was somebody new. But nope, there he is right there. Big T's. Thanks again. Whoo, and aloha namaste zen. Is namaste zen taking off? Aloha Lady Misty. Nani aloha. All the people. Toot, toot, toot. Hama Jang Gang. Whoo. Are you going or coming or going? I don't know. I lose track. Woo, saw Augie on Dry Bar YouTube video this month. Yeah, he was in Utah there. And while he was there, they asked him to do that. Dry Bar, by the way, you have to be a clean comic to be on Dry Bar. So it's kind of an interesting thing. Okay, what time we got? Oh, top of the hour already? OMG. Let's see what else we got going here. Did we pretty much get to everything? I'm not sure. Let me see. We just played the that and Olelo school bus drivers. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. We got 2 more news items. Let's do that one. This one is about a shortage on bus drivers. I think there are 100 people short to drive school buses. right? Look what and they came up with some interesting ideas. Check this out.
Nearly 100 bus routes for public schools are still impacted by the driver shortage. From lower license requirements to downsizing vehicles for school transportation, a few lawmakers are trying to tackle the root of the problem. Christy Tamashiro reports.
Pearl City High School was just one of 14 schools whose bus service was cut due to a driver shortage last year. Parents say the issue is ongoing and forcing some to even change work schedules to pick up their kids.
It's kind of hard because he said he got a walk far to take the bus. Yeah, and not every day I can pick him up.
For Pearl City High School students, they now have to walk down the hill from school to get to the nearest city bus stop to go home. Some state lawmakers are trying to address the school bus driver shortage.
So it'll give these kids that story. I had to walk downhill one way to get to school. I know. It's so funny how these, I can't get dropped off right in the front of the school or the back. I had to walk.
With a couple bills moving through the legislature. The Department of Education says 99 school bus routes remain impacted, leaving over 16,000 students utilizing the city bus. Governor Josh Green issued an emergency proclamation in August, allowing exemptions for vehicles other than school buses to be used for school transportation. A bill is now proposing to make that a permanent solution.
This would be motor coaches, minivans, and small buses. And what we're doing with this bill is making these exemptions permanent.
Because of the Maui situation, we have had to resort to that, and it's worked well. The small tour bus companies had excess capacities.
But the DOE says the root of the issue is a shortage of drivers with a commercial driver's license. The DOE adds there are currently 507 school bus drivers, a decline from pre-pandemic times. Another bill aims to mandate school bus contractors to use smaller vehicles like passenger vans that don't require a CDL.
We are able to get students to and from their campuses safely by utilizing a workforce that doesn't have to be retrained.
Depending on the route and the number of students per route, we could probably do some analysis on that.
Both bills have passed out of their respective committees. The DOE adds it will also explore a new school bus service contract in July. Chrissy Tomashiro, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
Wow. I know everybody thinks of James. James was an excellent bus driver. He drove bus for 15 years, you know. I mean, and did stand up, and then slowly it went like this till finally, no more bus driver. Whew, I know. My walk to junior high school was 2 miles, but traffic wasn't so crazy. Now the kids are bused really short distances so they don't get run over. Oh, that's a good point, Shakalaka. Yeah, when we lived in Kalihi for that short period, I went to Kaliuka School, but we moved and over by Democrat and Republican Street, you know, down there. And my dad, who never had that much money, said, okay, here, cost quarter for the bus, right? Here's quarter, so you can walk to school or walk home from school, but you got to walk one of the ways. You can catch bus one time a day. I know, it's because there were 3 kids, right? So I know, I guess that's a lot of money back in, what would that have been? 65 or something like that. So, you know, adjusted for inflation, 25 cents now is about $10,000, I would guess. I'm not good at math. Okay. Whew, I got my CDL. Maybe I should go back to Maui and drive the bus. You'd get a job like that, Brian. Garen Balbaron, okay? Okay, let's, we kind of rush because we're over the top of the hour, and we're going to raid, which is a thing you do on Twitch, and we're going to try to get to All Music Considered. That's a couple, and one of them plays an accordion and the other plays a mandolin. So hopefully we can get to them if I don't talk too much. So let me see if I can do this. Well, let's see. Where we at? Beautiful. Oh, here. This is beautiful Nimitz Highway. Oh, no. This is Molokai. Lono. Can't pass that up.
Aloha vau ia oe, o mehana o puleo. Me mono kai nui a hina, e ola mau, e aloha vau ia oe, o mehana o puleo. E aloha no Ooh, so sweet. Molokai by Lono. That's it right there. Okay, let's get to this last
news item. Now, I'm going to say 2 words, and I want you to tell me what comes to your mind when you hear these 2 words. Parking barnacle. What do you see in your mind when you hear the words parking barnacle? Okay? I know. Oh, look at this. Oh, Lorna just got here. Melissa's saying, how's it to Lorna, who just showed up? And guess what? We're just about to finish, Lorna. Oh, it's been a long time. Work has been keeping me away. Well, thank you for showing face. I appreciate it. So let me know in the chat when you think, what is parking barnacle? A boot? Close. Caffeine Addict says, a boat with barnacles? Yeah, kind of. Parking chair in Pittsburgh. My mother taught me accordion. Oh, yeah, well, we're going to raid somebody who plays the accordion. Illegal parking, yes, but what is the parking barnacle? How does it work, do you suppose? Now, I'm about to tell you, so you don't have to hurt your brain trying to figure it out, but I really rusted out station wagon. Oh, that came to your mind, GB? Oh, that's funny. Who? Opihi on my tire. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. A boot. Yeah, well, it's not quite a boot. Well, here, let me play it for you. Big T says, parking barnacle, car in the harbor. Ooh, you're going to write a song about that, aren't you? Okay, let's see. Blazing Jake, have to drive like Ace Ventura after you get a parking barnacle on your windshield. On your windshield. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. The window sucker, Ramon. You guys get him. Okay, check this out.
An Oahu company is being hired to crack down on parking violators. The company is using a device called the barnacle that attaches to car windshields and can be removed once the driver pays a citation. Yeah. But some lawmakers and community members are questioning whether it's even allowed. Max Rodriguez reports.
It's a neon yellow device called Barnacle. It uses suction cups to attach to windshields to prevent cars from being driven. Tamper with it and an alarm will go off. Pono Park.
And you know how what happens when a car alarm goes off. Everyone rushes to it to see what's wrong. Yeah.
King is the only company on Oahu with a device. The company owner says it's a better way to cite parking violators as opposed to towing a car.
It shows you 3 simple methods of payment to get your deactivation code that you can punch onto the keypad and disarm it, take it off.
And then what do you do with it? Take it back or leave it there on the side of the road?
And then go about your day.
But some compare it to a car boot, which is illegal in Hawaii.
I don't get it.
This feels like the exact same kind of thing for the same purpose, to disable someone's vehicle, prevent them from driving.
The company points to the state statute, which clearly outlines wheel boots and not devices like the barnacle.
It's not an immobilization device such as the boot.
Yeah, it's not an immobilization device. You know, you just have to kind of, get a big, braille cane out there, and when you drive, you don't have to see. That's not immobilization.
Attorney Megan Kao says Hawaii laws have not kept up with these types of devices.
As the law stands, this barnacle device is not illegal. If you are illegally parked on private property, the owner of that property can place this barnacle on your car.
But they have made some changes. They stopped contracting with private homeowners, only focusing on commercial properties and apartment complexes. This after questions were raised in the Windward area about cars being cited.
They park like right over here and, in the front on Kainalu.
This homeowner says cars park on the city easement in front of his home all the time, but knows it is not his property to control.
It's first come, first serve, when you find parking.
HPD says it informed Anderson that devices should not be affixed to cars that are fully or partially parked on public easements. Pono Parking maintains it's only operated on private property. Max Rodriguez, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.
I mean, yeah, exactly. But, you know, what do you do with it? Big T says, oh, boogie board, ma. Yeah, remember the McDonald's trays? Forget that. Go park illegal and get yourself one tandem boogie board. I know. Oh, man. Yeah, and what about like a flat piece of metal? You slide in there and break the suction cup, and that puppy come off. I know. So, you know, all the people get that a lot. They're going to drill holes in their windshield so that thing don't stick. They'll come up with something. But anyway, okay, gang, we're going to raid now. So copy the raid call, and Nani has it posted on the Twitch side, okay? So, and what you do is you copy the raid call, and then you go to Twitch, and when you raid, you make a post, and you paste that in there, okay? But we always like to mention, we always like to thank the people who support us on Patreon. Here are all the members, right? And if you recently joined, you may not be on this list because I have to update it, but I haven't noticed anybody new who joined. And these are YouTube members. Thank you also for supporting the show. You go to YouTube and it says join on the top. Boom, you hit that. So mahalo to all these people. Special thanks to Nani Aloha, C. Honda, also that Big Squirrel Nuts came up. Thank you for subscribing, Big Squirrel Nuts. Okay, Devin, Shakalaka, Rick S., all the people who help us out. Mahalo, okay? So now we're going to raid on the Twitch side. Let me go to Twitch. And, oh, look, we are already raiding. Okay. And, oh, yeah, here. Are we raiding yet? Wait. Cheer your way up. Okay, we had 21 people watching on Twitter, excuse me, Twitch, and I guess we're rating now. First time chat, boom. Did that work, Nani? What happened? Okay, oh wait, 1 minute we raid. Well, yeah, but I don't know what the timestamp is on that. Okay, so for the rest of you who didn't participate in the raid, mahalo for being here. Thank you so much. And we appreciate you watching the Daily Pidgin. We're here Tuesdays and Thursdays, 3 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. Okay, so, oh, in 1 minute. Okay, it says 1 minute from now, I guess, right? Okay. Everyone together. Oh, there, we rated. Okay. Oh, cute. Look who you got us going to see. Oh, man, you buggers. Okay, and for the people who rated, make sure to refresh, okay? So they get it. You know, they get the credit for it. And thanks, you guys. Really appreciate it. And we're going to hit the button now, okay? You ready? 3, 2, 1.